guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you are doing really well. Today I'm going to be spring cleaning my finances. This is definitely overdue. So I'm going to be setting up my budget for May, ways that I am looking to save some money and just really make sure that we have a handle on these finances. So today I'm going to be filling out the Clever Fox budget organizer and writing things down. I do keep a record of it on the computer as well, but I find it so helpful. I'm much more likely to check it if I can just grab a book and take a look through. So this month's goal is to reorganize the budget. Now, of course, there's going to be some places that I just can't change anything, but I have been looking over the last few days for areas that I can save a few pennies. So my income for this month is $2,281, and I'm carrying over a balance from April of $400. That gives me a total of £2,681. So I'm going to be looking down to the side because I am looking at the figures that I've got written down so that I don't forget and don't get anything wrong. So let's start off with, let me fold this over. See, this is a problem with being left-handed, okay? Things just aren't designed for us. So rent is still $790. Not a lot I can do to change that other than to move, and quite honestly, in my area, what I'm paying is fair. It's not fair if you think about how much it would cost on a mortgage, but in terms of if I was looking to move house, I wouldn't be able to save anything. In fact, I'd probably end up spending more for a smaller house. So there's nothing that I can do there. Council tax drives me potty. Council tax is now £145 a month, and that is with a 25% discount because I'm the only adult in the house. It drives me wild that every single year, without fail, the council put up their council tax by the maximum amount that they are allowed. I appreciate that the costs are going up for everyone, but they're cutting things, cutting services, whether completely or they're being scaled back. And it's like, what are you doing with this money? And the village that I live in, for example, now has a lot more houses and a lot more big houses. So the council tax for them is going to be huge. So they're getting a lot more money in. I appreciate that they're going to have increased costs from more houses too. But, where's the balance? So I can't change anything about that. Now, I used to put my mobile, excuse me, and the broadband in one package, and that was with Vodafone because they gave me a discount for having the two together. I'm now out of contract, and I'm out of contract for both the broadband and my phone. The two combined now is over £80 a month, which is quite frankly ridiculous. So I have been looking. These are going to be changing. So we're going to separate them down now. So the broadband was like £38 or something. By changing supplier, the exact same speeds, that is going down to £25 per month. And then so the rest of the money then was obviously towards my phone, and obviously I was paying off the handset as well as the airtime. That's all done now. So I'm going to be changing to a SIM only contract but keeping my mobile, and by going with Tesco Mobile, which I've checked the coverage for this area and it's completely fine, I can get, I think it's 60 gig of data and then unlimited calls and texts, which is more than enough for me because when I'm at home I'm connected to the Wi-Fi here anyway, so I only need it when I'm nipping out and I'm not going out and watching, TikToks or YouTube videos when I'm out and about. So that, for that package, on the club card price is £13 a month. If you're new here, I have 2 teenagers, so I'm going to be changing their mobile phone contracts, well, not contracts, they're pay-as-you-go. So I was going to change them onto a contract with Tesco because it was 12 gig of data and then like 5,000 text and 5,000 minutes. And that was for £9 a month. But then I looked and their pay-as-you-go tariffs are £10 a month, so only £1 more, and you get 24 gig of data. So they get double the amount. And let's face it, if you've got teenagers, you'll know that they're mostly concerned with how much data they have. Because for some baffling reason, when they're out and about, they will ring or they will text via WhatsApp, despite me saying over and over and over again, call me the normal way because it's free, you're not using up any of your data, or text me the normal way because it's free, it's part of your package. But they don't listen. So I'm going to be changing those over. So it's not going to change the price, but they're going to get more data, which they're happy about. So their phone bills are still going to be £20 combined for the month. So before I was paying like 80 and now it's 25, 13, what's that, 38, 58. Whereas for my phone, the broadband, and the kids' phones, and before it was 80 and then 20 for the kids, so 100. So that's quite a big saving. And obviously I'm not upgrading my phone, otherwise that would have cost more, but I'm quite happy with the phone that I've got. It still works perfectly fine. One of the other things that I used to have on my budget was the TV license, but I have actually cancelled the TV license. I kept seeing people talking about cancelling the license, and when I actually went onto the TV licensing website and viewed the eligibility criteria that you have to fill to not need a TV license, we filled them all. We don't watch live television. It's been a long time since we've watched anything on the BBC, whether that's live or through the iPlayer. And, you know, we don't watch live stuff on YouTube either. So I was going through it and I was like, why am I even paying for this? Really, the only 2 things that we watched as a family on BBC was Ghosts and Miranda. They were our go-to TV shows. And neither one of those are making any new episodes, and it's like, do I really want to be paying like £14 a month when we don't really use it? We never watch live television anymore. We only ever watch kind of on-demand stuff. So I've cancelled that. I filled out the declaration to say that we don't need one. I think in the summer I'll probably get it back because, is it the Olympics this summer? Wait, I don't know. I think it might be. But I do like to watch the Olympics. So when we are doing that, or if there's like another sporting tournament, like my son's into rugby, so if anything comes up for that, I will probably get that back. But yeah, but for right now, there is nothing. So it just seems like a wasted amount of money every month. Nothing for TV license. So the gas and electric, I did do a price comparison search on that to see whether I could move suppliers, and I'm apparently with the cheapest supplier for this area anyway, so there's nothing that I can do about that. That is currently £140, so it has gone up, only slightly, but annoying. Water is £40. Again, can't do anything there. I mean, you can't do anything with water. You have one supplier, so there's no competition there, so you can't change anything to do with the water. Let me see what the total is for the fixed home section. So that comes to 1,173. So let's go down to food then. Food is definitely an area that I need to cut back on. So I sat down the other day and worked out how many dinners I needed for May. Like how many dinners I need for when it's me and the kids, and how many dinners I need when it's just me, because the kids should go to their dads once a week, and they have actually been going once a week recently. We haven't had any cancelled days, so I'm fingers crossed that will continue. So we've worked out all of that, how many packed lunches I need to make, breakfasts and that kind of thing. And then I've done a big Tesco's delivery, and that should be coming today actually, so that I can batch cook and freeze as much of the food that we're going to need for the whole of May. Now I'm hoping that this will help me to reduce the food spending, because last month we spent about £380 on food, which is wild. Now part of that is obviously the increased costs. A lot of it is just me making poor choices, going for convenience foods rather than having to, you know, cook everything from scratch myself. So we are going to fix that this month. So I'm hoping to be able to spend 250. Now that might be me being wildly optimistic, but so far the food shopping that is coming today is 140. So that leaves me 110 for the rest of the month. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that out in cash and keep it in the wallet, because I think where I go wrong is it's tapping on the card. You know, it's going to the petrol station and, oh, let me just pick up something quick while I'm in here, even if I'm driving home. You know, I don't need that drink from the petrol station. I could just wait and get one from home. But when you just tap your card, you don't feel that pain of it leaving your account because you don't see it, right? So I'm going to be putting it into cash, because then I think it will be easier for me to monitor throughout the month how much I'm spending. So we've decided to go for, we've got 6 dinners that we are going to be kind of recycling the menu every week. So I'm going to be batch cooking a big chicken curry, a big batch of chili. We're going to have homemade pizzas, fajitas, pasties, probably with jacket potato and salad, and then bangers and mash, or the kids like to do a chip shop fake away, so we'll do like a battered sausage with chips or something. So I've ordered all of the stuff that I need for that. So rather than buying chicken breasts, I've bought 3 large whole chickens. So I'm going to cook those, strip all of the meat off, and then that can be split between the curry and the fajitas. I've got 2 big packs of minced beef coming, so that will be used for the chili. And then I've got half a bag of lentils, excuse me, in the cupboard, so that will be used in the chili to beef that out a bit, and then we'll throw in onions and whatever else just to kind of fill it out a little bit. All of those will then get separated into the portion sizes that we need in Ziploc bags, and then they can be frozen. Pizzas, the dough is cheap and easy to make, and then the sauces, I've got loads of tin tomatoes coming so that I can make the pizza sauce. Then I've got several balls of mozzarella cheese, because the mozzarella cheese is only like 69p or something from Tesco. Then the pasties, I've bought some packs of puff pastry, because I've tried to make that before and it was a disaster. Normal crust pastry, not a problem. Puff pastry, absolutely not. It takes too long and it's just too much hard work. So I have bought some blocks of puff pastry, and then I will take a little bit of the chicken curry and a little bit of the chili, and they will be used as the fillings for those. Basically anything that I can freeze or is non-perishable that I think I'm going to need for the month of May, I have ordered. And that gives me then that 110 to go and get all of the fresh stuff. Obviously we're going to need fruits and vegetables, milk, yogurts and things like that. But everything else, fingers crossed, we have it. We've got it covered. I've got packed lunches other than fruit, which will need topping up. I've got obviously the first week's worth of fruit and vegetables are coming with this shop, so we'll need to keep topping that up. So I'm hoping that this works better for me if I can be planned for the whole month. Fingers crossed we can bring that total down, but I will let you guys know how I get on with that. So in terms of loans then, I have a credit card and I only have a small balance on that, so that is going to be £28 to pay off on that. My car insurance and the car tax comes in to get the total price together is £27. In terms of diesel for the car, I've currently got about 3/4 of a tank in there, so I'm going to put down 40 for May, which is what I normally put down. Hopefully we can bring that in a little bit less because I've still got quite a bit left over. So in terms of entertainment then, we have Netflix. We dropped down to the package with the ads in it, and I said to the kids, let's try it, because they were adamant that they did not want to have to watch ads. And I get it, like it's annoying, especially if you're watching a film. But in all honesty, we found that there's like a bare minimum of ads and you barely even notice that they're there anyway. They're like 15 seconds. So that is $4.99 for Netflix. Amazon we have for $8.99. Then Disney, again we dropped down to the package with the ads in it. I don't know whether it's $4.99 or $5.99. We'll put 5, just be on the safe side. So let's, oh, we've not been working out how much this is. Right, so the car is 67, so the entertainment is $19.97. So in the personal section, I'm going to put down a miscellaneous of £30 for kind of any toiletries or health and beauty stuff that might come up. So in terms then of the basic budget, let's add it all up. The food, the credit card, personal, 67 for the car, and then 19.97. That's a total of £1,567.97. So the income, including the amount that I'm rolling over, was £2,681. So that leaves a difference of £1,113.03. So I am happy that I have made some savings on the phone. Obviously the TV license, she may make a reappearance. She may make another appearance at some point during the summer if the Olympics are on, because I do like to watch that. Where else did we save money? Oh, food. Fingers crossed will come in under budget. I feel like I'm missing something off of this list. Ah, home insurance. Only a little thing, but she needs to be on there. So now I need to decide how I'm going to split the rest up into the sinking funds and the savings account. But I'm not going to do that in this video because it's getting pretty long. So if you would like me to do an update of my sinking funds and what they're looking like, I'm happy to make a video. Just drop me a comment down below and let me know. I will let you guys know. We will do a recap on this when I set up for June. Gosh, this year is going super fast. I say this every time I do one of these budgeting videos, I say the same thing. But yeah, I will let you guys know how I get on. I hope that you guys are all set up and ready for May. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.